Indiana. They can't be too disappointed, playing over 500 ball the last 10 games. But this team feels they are better than that and look to prove it with a big win tonight. Raptors Pacers is next, right after this. Coming to you live on this Tuesday night, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. The perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Halliburton in at the 1. And for Toronto, in at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Wilson out there with Grady Dick, and it's Pirtle in at the center position. And this is the 4th and final game of the NBA Cup group stage of play for these two teams.
And both looking to finish strong, right? And punch their ticket to the knockout round.
Nembhard with it. Dick defending. Siakam deciding where to go with it. Here's Turner. And Pirtle pulls it down. And it's the Raptors' ball. Right side, Wilson. Barrett against Mathurin. Dick wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pass to Siakam. Back to Nembhard. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pirtle. He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Tyrese Halliburton.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup, and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
Now Wilson, following the three-point attempt by Tyrese Halliburton. Wilson the pass to Dick. An easy 2 points on the layup. Dick's got the first points of the night for the Raptors.
Oh, good balance from Dick. Able to take the contact and still score inside.
And Halliburton slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And here are the Raptors now. The Pacers making the shot. And that one's good. Barnes.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, after their run to the conference finals last season, the Pacers moved to secure their roster moving forward, re-signing Pascal Siakam and Obi Toppin, and then extending Andrew Nembhard. With a young team that's already shown so much promise, there is upside in staying the course. This team should have some staying power for years to come, guys.
No doubt about it. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Wilson. And it's Mathurin with the rebound. The Pacers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Turner. Back to Mathurin. Passes to Halliburton. Drops in the tray. Halliburton's got 5.
At the arc, Halliburton, confident, no fear, no hesitation. He sees a good shot, he's letting it fly.
Barnes outside. Raptors moving the ball around. Halliburton against Wilson. Just 5 on the clock. Inside, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Raptors with some changes. Olynyk comes in for Pirtle, and quickly in for Wilson. And a change for the Pacers. Toppin's checked in. Indiana leading by 3. checked in for the Raptors. The great one comes in for Quickly. Turner's checked in for the Pacers. Walker comes in for Benedict Mathurin. Barnes against Siakam. On the wing, Walker. Scoreless thus far. Raptors leading by 3. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Grady Dick is out there with Wilson, and it's Barrett at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Turner throws it down.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Barrett following the score by Indiana. And he uses the glass on the layup. Barrett's got the lead up to 5 now for the Raptors.
That's all the defense can do. Barrett just appeared determined to score. Didn't care who was on it.
There's the pass to Nembhard. And Pirtle sends it back. Wilson against Halliburton. And stolen by Siakam. Outside for Halliburton. And the 3 off target.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Wilson the pass to Barnes. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Something that helps up the ante for these NBA Cup games is that all of the tournament games are nationally televised. That's some added value and motivation for these squads.
Yeah, no one wants to perform poorly in front of a national audience. This is a chance early in the season to show everyone what you're about as a team and why you must be taken seriously.
Barnes hits them both.
And Barnes, an all-around threat. A good scorer, aggressive rebounder, solid passer, and more than capable defensively.
Now here's Turner. 9 points last game out. Siakam outside. Clock at 4. Puts one up from 19. It's rebounded by Barrett.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Kept alive. Another shot, and the layup is good. And the Raptors lead by 7.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Tyrese Halliburton is flat-out special, Clark. Yeah, you say it all the time. He is an absolute machine on offense.
He really is an orchestrator, a maestro of platinum-level capability. His turnover numbers, outstanding. He's a guy that flirts with the 50, 40, 90 shooting splits and is going to lead the league in assists, I think, a better part of his career going forward. That's how good he is.
The first one falls.
Seems like Halliburton is always looking to do a little more, always making the extra effort. That's fairly rare.
Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Indiana. Halliburton hits them both. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Here's Dick, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Here's Wilson. Here he goes. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Outside Mathurin. Halliburton in the corner. Over Wilson. Halliburton, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Barnes really just forcing the D to commit. They chose him, and boy, did he make them pay.
Here's Nemhard after the made shot from Wilson. A minute 50 left here in the second. And Halliburton slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And the Raptors call time here. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Yeah, and you know what? I expect them to go deep into the bench again tonight to give those guys on the bench a chance to have an expanded role, but also to give those starters some rest.
Indiana making some changes. Obi Toppin's checked in for Siakam. Neesmith comes in. So that's the end of the first half. It's the Raptors up 8. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The Pacers, 37.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Nice performance by Emmanuel Quickley.
No problems fighting. Way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nemhard to his side. And it's Mathurin in at the 3. Siakam's shot is off.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Pass to Barnes. Here's Pirtle. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Pacers trail by 8. Nemhard with it. Good D by Barnes. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Pass to Dick. Takes the 3. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Dick's got the lead up to 11 now for the Raptors. Barnes against Siakam. Pass to Nemhard. kicks it to Turner. Rebound by the Raptors. Barnes has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Barrett. And the layup falls. Barrett's got his second bucket.
Making plays in traffic. This is where Barrett's most effective.
Halliburton is double. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season. And here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days. And these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
You look at Halliburton. And at number 4 on the list, he's almost certain to take part in the contest this year. He's going to be excited to let those long-range shots fly in All-Star Weekend.
And the fans have been right to give him so much love. He's deadly from beyond, and he has to be in this contest this season.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Walker's checked in for Indiana. Siakam against Pirtle. To end the run. That one goes. Count it.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pirtle finds Dick. It's Barrett on the wing. Outside Wilson, launches it from deep. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Here's Nembhard. Dick defending. Nembhard the pass to Halliburton. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That is his first foul of the game. Manuel quickly, he's checked in for Wilson. Toppin, he's checked in for the Pacers. Here's Halliburton. 9 points in the game so far. Lets the 3 fly. Buries the long-range jumper. Making a change here. Wilson's checked in. The Pacers also changing it up. Miles Turner comes in for Toppin. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton.
One shot.
Well, you look at the toolkit Mathurin has, coupled with his production and his maturity, well, he's got a chance to dominate in this league.
In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Wilson out there with Dick, and it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Pacers trail by 3. McConnell with it. He's picked up by Dick. Siakam, good, and McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got 6 assists in the game. On the wing, Barnes. Wilson against McConnell. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And now that's 11 points for the Great One. Here's Nembhard. Good, nice job down low.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Now Wilson feeds it to Barnes. Pirtle inside. He's against Turner.
And Pirtle is always threat to come away with offensive rebounds because of his size, but just as important, his timing.
And Turner kicks to McConnell. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 5th rebound in this one.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
It's Dick on the wing. Back to Wilson. From deep three-point land. The Pacers pull it in. Here's Nembhard. To the wing on the left. Here's McConnell. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Toronto's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. To the middle. And that one's good. Barnes. And the Raptors lead by 1.
And no fear in Barnes late in the game. This guy is not afraid of the moment.
Now the pass to Turner. Now here's McConnell. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 6th rebound on the night. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Siakam.
Look how ready Barnes is to play physical. He insists on finishing his motion.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
Shout out to them for getting to the foul line. They've been the aggressors taking that ball to the basket, and they've been able to knock down a good percentage of those free throws.
Halliburton's checked in for T.J. McConnell. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
To the paint. And finished off by Siakam.
Massive hoop there from Siakam. We've seen him do it in the finals. This guy showing he's made for big moments.
Halliburton against Wilson. From outside the arc. Nembhard grabs the board. The Pacers have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the 4th quarter. Pass to Halliburton. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Special move from a very versatile Scotty Barnes.
And so Siakam will bring it up for the Pacers. It's a 3-point game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his 2nd personal foul. 2nd team foul. At the line for the Pacers, Pascal Siakam. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 2 here.
A big man who can score, rebound, and pass. This is why Siakam has become a huge piece of this team.
Siakam hits them both. Toronto calls timeout. They're ahead by 1. 1:31 left to play in the final quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your wrestlers, Youth Dancing.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Emmanuel Quickley.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Wilson against Halliburton. Outside Wilson. 6 on the shot clock. Pirtle kicks to Wilson. Over Halliburton. A shot by Wilson, no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm. Big-time shot by Halliburton. And his team and coaches say, in Tyrese, we trust.
51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Barnes. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And the Pacers call time here. They trail by 1. 43 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off, guys.
All right, David, thanks. Outside Wilson. Raptors need to get a shot. Dick. A three-pointer off the mark. And the Pacers call time here. They're trailing by 1. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101. But boy, is it working.
They had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
And so he's good on both free throws. And that gives them the lead. Toronto calls timeout. They're behind by 1. 9 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Come on, man. Stand up and make some noise.
Now, here's Barrett. Lets it go from deep. Count it! And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.